What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today, as I promised, we're gonna go through my Siege offense runes. Okay, I know a lot of people have been asking for this, and I'm sure people will be asking in the future as well, because yeah, things change, runes change, stuff like that changes, so I will try to keep you guys updated. You know, even after this video in the future, I'll try to do these occasionally. But before we start, I want to touch on something a little bit different. I didn't want to make a whole video about it, just because I don't think there's too much to talk about, but the event, right? Everyone's been asking about the September 10-year anniversary event and what it's going to be, and we've been speculating and stuff like that, and then this came out, and yeah, it looks like this will be it. I know some people are saying there's no way this is it, right? This is, you know, this is not gonna be it, but the more that I'm thinking, like, it's 19th already. It's supposed to start today, actually, later sometime. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to come mid-September. This is it, I'm pretty sure. Because it is a little bit of a, you know, better event than a normal event would be, right? You're getting a legendary scroll, another legendary scroll, another legendary scroll, another, and then the SWC scrolls. So, like, you know, 5 legendary scrolls, you know, that's like a big thing for one event. So this is not like a normal event, but I also don't think it's worthy of a 10-year event. So yeah, it will probably just be a 10-year event, and this is going to be it for September, I think. I mean, still, let me know in the comments what you think about this, but yeah, I'm pretty certain. I hope I'm wrong, you know. I really hope I'm wrong and they just come with something else. This is also another new thing where we get another SWC scroll. So they're probably gonna use these two events to just combine it and have it to be like a September thing. But yeah, that's it for that. Okay, I wanna just go through and show you guys the Siege stuff. All right, so basically, I mean, this might be a little bit of a shock, but I mean, maybe it's not a shock. You guys watch the videos, you see what I'm doing. I don't use many runes in Siege offense. I don't. You guys see me just swapping runes all the time, and that's kind of what it all comes down to, you know, rune swapping. Siege has been like that for a while now. And as long as this is allowed, I don't recommend anyone to just like put specific runes on every single offense. You know, because then you're really just stretching out your rune quality for no reason, right? You should use this kind of a cheat to perform better in Siege. There's no reason for you to put separate runes, you know? So I want to go through my presets, and then maybe I'll touch on some other stuff. Some of these presets I don't use too much anymore, but it's mostly like, if you see this preset, I use this preset a couple more times, and yeah, it's just so good that there's no reason to use other stuff if you can just Lucian, right? It's one of the best offenses in the game, pretty much. But yeah, let me just start with this one, but this doesn't have runes, so I'm gonna start with this one because it's the same exact runes. And Sonya's like this. Okay, I haven't changed her in a very long time. Keep in mind, these could have possible improvements. Because like, I've ruined this. I've been using this Sonya for I don't even know how many months now. And I haven't really changed it at all. I probably have some rune improvements, but it's just good. And there's no real need to change anything. Slot 1. Boom. That's a Sonya. Damage on wind. I changed this based on attacks. I have this mostly nowadays because of Byungchuls. So you can hit a Byungchul if you have good damage on wind on your Sonya. And if your Sonya is fast enough. You do need to be in crit damage, of course. You're not gonna kill if you're not in crit damage. But this kind of Sonya can easily kill a Byungchul. After the nerf. Before the nerf, I wouldn't really recommend it. You probably could kill some of them if they're slow enough, but yeah, after the nerf, this easily kills a Byungchul most of the time. And then here we have just fully crit damage for skill 2. Now this one, okay, also the reason this is on shield is because I was using Bethany before. And yeah, still if I want to use Bethany sometimes, it's cool to have this, I guess, on shield. And then I can just swap this on Bethany. And that's kind of it, you know, but Bethany would be mostly if I'm attacking like a 4-star defense, where I can use this guy plus Bethany plus Covenant, I think, yeah. And this is the Cassandra. This goes on my Claire as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's just CD, and some damage on element. Again, you can change left side. You can really change depending on what you're attacking, what element she's going to be hitting. So left will always change, you know. It's not a static one. I guess if you just have like a super high crit damage one as HP's more, it's probably gonna stay always. But yeah, damage on element is usually just the best thing you can have if you know like exactly what you're attacking. And then crit damage again, every single line works with this. So yeah, that's it. Also, you don't technically need will on this. This is again for a Bethany, because she needs to have another buff on her to be able to max out the hits. So you don't need, like on Cassandra or Sonya, like you don't need shield or will. Like you don't need any of those. You can use blade to make it easier for you to rune it up, you know? You just don't have to worry about having will or any, like offset doesn't really matter. Like, whatever gives you better stats, that's chill. This guy. Now this is the minimum speed that I need to have to be speed tuned with this Sonya. If I'm not going speed lead, like this is still speed tuned if I go attack lead, right? Now this is just a side build on Swift Fight. You usually won't see me using this build. Usually what I do, and you guys saw, is I would put this, right? The pretty much best Swift set that I can go. I would do a quick attack, 2 seconds, swap it back, right? So you can never, you know, you're not making any problems if you have the Swift set on defense. And yeah, it's pretty good. always suggest you to use your best Swift set if you can, and if you need it, right? Next one, let's do this one, okay? So basically this one's covered as well. It's the same thing as the previous one. Fengyan, he used to be on 100 res, but then I changed him to do more damage. So now he's on Violent, Destroy, and additional damage by defense are these. And you can see he has a lot of accuracy, which is not really intentional, but it's great to have it if you can. I think he does awaken into accuracy, if I'm not mistaken, or is it like a skill empowerment? I think it's maybe Ac. Not sure 100%. But he does have a lot of Ac. I think it's Ac. Yeah, it's Ac. It's Ac for sure. There's no way I'm getting... Yeah, it's definitely Ac. So yeah, basically just full stats. You could go more speed, honestly. If you compromise some accuracy, you can just get more speed. It never hurts you to have more speed, pretty much. It's good. Aaliyah. Aaliyah's on Violent Will. Speed, HP, and res. So we could get max res. And yeah, it's just stats. Skill 1 recovery. Def proportionate to max HP. Also, or to lost HP also helps. Skill 1 is your main healing skill, pretty much. This also depends on what you're fighting. Again, left side will always change depending on the fight. But I have minus water at the moment on her. And Arda. Arda is on 100 res still. Also on Will. I do like Will sometimes on these. You should have some destroy set. Definitely in this kind of a offense if something goes wrong. But I do have this rune, which is really good. So it makes the Arda much better. That's also one of the reasons why he's on Will. I could probably make him better if I did some reruning a bit, but for now, that's what I'm running. CD skill 1, some additionals, and then more CD. And that's the Arda. This offense, you guys know, it's pretty strong. This offense, I don't really use. You might have seen me use it a couple times before, but I rarely use it. Maybe if I'm attacking some very offensive team that doesn't have a lot of sustain, and then it's like very hard to kill these units, and then I'm using it, but it's super rare. Riley would get the Aaliyah runes, the rune swapping, of course. This is just for arena, this build. Cammy, I probably use like this. I like the fast build. And speed prop, skill 3 recovery here, and then Byung-Chul just whatever also. But I don't use this one too much, but it is in my preset. Sometimes I would pull it out. Skill 2 axe, some CD, and minus 1 here. Next, okay, this one I use like when I'm really tryharding and I have time. I will use this, you know, because it's a classic. Will, shield, guard, no skill ups. You don't need anything of this guy. This guy's just him. Your rune quality doesn't have to be great at all. He's minus dark here. You just change the left side to whatever you need. Molong is on vampire. Behind the bulwark, some random runes, like really terrible runes. You change this as well based on what he's attacking. And then Amelia will get Alia's runes. This one I don't usually use anymore. I just swap to Alia set. Basically the Alia set goes on all these like cleansers, healers kind of stuff when I attack. So it shows you how little rune depth you really need in Siege, where you can just spam the same things on and on. This one, now this is one of my new favorite offenses that I've been using a lot. Champong just on Swift Blade. I love using this offense. It's great. Additionals and some skill tree hack. Tiana's on Swift Broken. Speed CD. Attack. And then Asuma's just on a random despair, additional damage, kinda crit rate, something, build, a little bit crit, max hack, additionals by attack. You could build this any way you want. Speed HP HP, speed attack HP, speed crit rate HP, speed crit rate attack, anything works. Like, it basically doesn't matter. This offense is so safe that nothing really matters. As long as you pick it where it will win, you will win. I've never lost with this. I don't think it's possible to lose with this. It has to be some insanely bad luck. But I love that offense so much now. This one, I don't really use Bistet usually. I still use this if I'm using this offense. I know there's 2 speed leads, but we're just taking the 21 because it's better. And then basically you put the same runes from this to this. Wow. Basically, I use that one set of runes on like 3 to 4 offenses. And then the Lucian one, I use 3 to 4 offenses. And then the Aaliyah one, I use again a couple times. It's literally, you literally need 3 rune sets or 3 full, you know, full offense rune sets for like the whole Siege kinda. Cause like this is a joke. These runes anyone can have. Like this is right, like for something like this. So it's pretty simple to rune that kind of stuff. This offense is still in the presets. I don't use it anymore, so I'm not gonna show it to you guys. Like you guys know it from my videos, but this was like against the Theomar's defenses. I don't know why this is still in my preset, but it's there. It's there. This one I don't use anymore as well. Very rarely. Like I used this so much before, but yeah, I don't use it anymore. Nowadays, you guys saw, after getting Gianna, I started doing the Sierra Gianna plus Monkey. Monkeys like this. I don't have Sierra and Gianna ruined. I just swap again on those two. What gives me best stats, honestly, and that's kind of it. What I do with that. And then this one, you guys already saw a lot of times. This is the Siri Eshir. We just put the fastest Swift set. And this guy was ruined. And now he's not ruined anymore. So I'm using another like random what's best for me to put kind of set. Something like this maybe. I slap on him. Because this replaced them. We're running different defenses now, so this replaced them. So if I want to run this guy, I just slap this. You might see this actually from now on when I attack, because I do like this girl. This one I don't use much, but if I do, it's something like this, I guess. Sometimes I will pull out this offense and then just Tessa. It is ruined, so just in case I use it, it is there. Leah Lucy. I showed it in my arena video. Lucifer's just on Rage. Leo's on Vampire. Some crit damage. And then CD. And then Lucian. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Skill 3, attack up, attack up. That's the main Lucian that I always use pretty much. He's pretty mediocre, right? It's pretty mediocre. Most people would use a rage one. You don't need will runes for this. You don't need will runes for this one either, which is the next one we're gonna show. You don't need will. Like, you can go blade. You're probably gonna make a better one than I have if you just go for stats instead of will. This guy gets the fastest Swift set. We just swap it. This thing has some random violent speed, crit damage, HP set. It works. It's okay. If I really need a better one, I do have the faster Miang, which is in the next offense. The swift one, which we run with Adriana. And she would take the artifacts from the other one. So this is the Adriana offense. And then series like this. And then she would also take some artifacts based on what she's attacking. And then Adriana would just get the fastest swift set again. Skill to act. Or skill to recover, skill 1 recovery. You can put anything you want. Left side, you put minus element that is going to be attacking you. Whatever lives from this attack, what's going to be attacking you, you put minus that. This is one of my new favorite offenses, honestly. I love using it. It kills easily. It's safe. It outspeeds pretty much everything. Yeah, just really good. This one I don't use anymore. It's still my presets, but yeah, I haven't used it. I haven't used the Heigang offense in a very long time. This was like during the Zen meta, where he was just very annoying and everyone's running him. You can still run him probably. There's probably defenses that that he's countering. Some more stuff that I use that's not here. You guys can probably see me using some kinky offense, which would look something like... Wait, where's my kinky? I have one here, but that's not the one. This is the second kinky on Vampire. I don't really use this one. This is the one that I usually use. It's violent, endure, just stats, additionals. And then it's either going to be Triana plus this or Triana plus this. Again, I use rune swapping. I will put the Leah set on one of these units, probably in Triana. On this guy, I'll probably put another violence set from some of my other defense units, right? Whatever is not being used at the moment, I'll put that on him. And yeah, that's kind of what I run. I have more Trianas, I think. Yeah, we got a couple more Trianas here. I don't use... You guys will see me maybe use one per siege. But if I'm playing super safe sometimes, I will do stuff that you guys don't see, and then I'll play even safer. You know, maybe I'll use more of them. But usually I think the safest thing to do is cleave. Generally, if you know your cleave is going to beat a defense, it is way better to cleave than bruiser, you know? I've had a lot of times where I pick the safest possible cleave, I slap the safest possible bruiser team, I slap like my best bruiser runes, and you can still get unlucky, right? Like, you can look at the counters, the best counters in the game for this specific defense, you know, and pick that, and you can still lose. If it's not a cleave, it has a chance to lose. Like, I had this offense lose, right? And this is supposed to be like one of the crazy ones that never loses. Same thing with the Kinky one, right? You might be thinking, oh, I'm picking Kinky with Tetra. How am I gonna lose to like a Dark Series defense or something, you know? Or you're gonna... I don't know. There's a bunch of safe bruiser stuff that can still lose, right? So as long as you can cleave something, I would always suggest to cleave it, you know? You just need to make sure, like, don't attack stuff that that's like too risky to cleave, you know? Look at what your guildies are saying about defenses that they're attacking, you know? Follow the instructions. You know, sometimes you're gonna be seeing your guildie mention that a defense is violent instead of swift on something, you know? And then you can attack it with Lucian and stuff like that. Sometimes you're gonna be seeing an Escher, right? The Escher Series defenses, they're kinda, you know, you don't want to Lucian that unless you know the Escher isn't violent. That kind of stuff. But yeah, I prefer cleaving. I think it's very safe usually. Yeah, that's it. That's pretty much the stuff that I'm using on offense. Maybe there's some stuff that I'm missing, but it's mostly rune swapping, honestly. You guys know it, you guys watch the videos. I just want to show these runes that I'm using for rune swapping. But yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Take care. See you in the next one. Peace out.